racist crap happened or something. I don't know anymore.
Alright, well, what happened last time was that they finally met up with their contact after figuring out that killing a Tau Ethereal was a bad idea. So basically the Tau came down in force and they fortified and re-garrisoned the town that you guys had previously visited. And in any case, they decided to go in anyway, on foot, without the Taurox.
We trusted in the power of racism.
That's right, to meet the contact, because they figured they wouldn't be recognized, because all the humans look the same, because the Tau, what have you. They weren't completely wrong. So they got to their contact. A Tau answered the door, which was initially strange. And then it turns out that this woman had been living with the Tau ever since the, I guess, whatever, occupation? Let's call it that. And she had been filtering information back from behind the lines, and she'd been getting information from her Tau partner. Let's call him that. Anyway, so she said, let's meet sometime after dark at Yada Point. She met them there. They got in her Jeep and they drove to the factory, the Prometheus refinery, Prometheum refinery, what have you. And they blew that up. And during the time, they talked to the woman, and it turns out that she is like an Imperial scout. She's, what have you. But yes, she's an undercover agent that has been working for the Imperium, but in order to maintain her cover, she had to get busy with a Tau. And in any case, whatever. Afterwards, okay, they blow up the Prometheum factory, and they're like getting the hell out of Dodge because there's fire and shooting and running.
I'm back down to 1 wound and I'm cradling Twitch.
Yeah, there's a lot of pain. In any case, so they get back to the rendezvous point, which is the Jeep that they left like a mile away. And right as she's going to get into the Jeep, like, let's go, Ryan tries to cap her in the back of the head. And it didn't go well.
Listen, for the Emperor.
It was for the Emperor.
Oh my god. You all should have played fucking either Schola Progenium or Sisters of Battle. All I'm saying is that you guys are such goddamn fanatics. I've never seen such a fanatic group of acolytes in my life.
To be fair, I have not acted like a fanatic.
Yeah, well,
anyways,
you're a psyker, so they automatically don't trust you. It doesn't matter what you act like.
I'm playing with a bunch of Grey Knights without armor.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Be
Oh my
careful.
God.
Anyway, so that didn't work out for
people.
Ryan. He gets hogtied and thrown in the back of the Jeep. Then it turns out, as they're driving down the road, that this chick, this Imperial scout, just happens to be the daughter of the Lord Commissar, the one that told you where to get to this goddamn Prometheum factory. Okay?
Yeah, the one we didn't like.
The one that you didn't like. Steve, in all his wisdom, decides, she's driving. She can't possibly dodge. Well, he's not wrong, so he emptied his fucking clip into the goddamn woman next to him as she was driving. And, oh my god.
She burns a fate point.
She actually didn't burn a fate point, because toughness plus armor equals didn't take incalculable amounts of damage. She took critical damage, but she is not dead. She rolled out of the Jeep. The Jeep went spinning off into the opposite ditch. The Jeep rolled. They took a little damage. And that's essentially where we're leaving off. On the side of the road at night in the flaming wreckage of a Jeep behind you. Ryan's still hogtied, mind you. Strobe is unconscious. Steve is holding a pistol that's still smoking, and Stig is looking around confusedly while there's blood on the road that is, caught in the moonlight.
And she basically rolled out at some inordinate distance behind us.
Yeah, she's somewhere behind you guys.
I imagine I'm hanging upside down, like, from the seatbelts. With the car rolled over.
Yeah.
Grendel's just limp in his harness.
So would you say the most unhinged of our group at this point is not actually the crazy Frickoff Psyker?
Not even close.
Not even close.
Stig has started to trust Grendel more than other people.
Yeah, I think maybe we should sound off and everyone should say their corruption and insanity points. Let's start with you there, Dan.
Insanity point 6, corruption point 6.
Okay, so pretty well rounded. Ryan.
Insanity 4, corruption 6.
See, he's fine. Strobe.
Insanity 8, corruption 2.
All right.
Relatively pure.
Relatively. All right, and then Chad's still gone. So Steve.
Sorry, guys, one sec.
No, you're good. While we waiting for him, Andrew.
15 insanity and 7 corruption.
Also, Andrew's our current leader.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
Last
basketball. The higher the score, the better.
session was the most successful session ever, and we did not have a change in leadership.
Yeah. The most insane person probably is leading the group. Let me double check on Steve.
Yeah, but he's pretty level-headed.
Yeah, Steve's
Is-
totally fine. He's
there
apparently
was-
only got 1 insanity and 6 corruption.
Yeah, I've managed low corruption because I keep doing stuff like this. So what were you asking us? I'm sorry. My roommate just got home.
I was just asking for insanity corruption because we were all talking about how fucked you guys were.
Oh, by the way,
Oh,
that
yeah, I'm
insanity, that's what I started with.
And which one was it that shot the frickin' driver again? Just triple checking? 'Cause I don't know.
Twitch.
Oh, that would be Twitch.
Twitch.
That's Steve's character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Mm-hmm. So your character is aware of these events because he was a fly on the wall for them, essentially, but you reacted in no way.
Okay.
Yay!
No one had any... No one knew this was going to happen. We just thought the murder adept was being himself.
Just doing murder add-up things.
Now we know who the loyalists are.
Loyalists. See, look in the dictionary for psychotic individuals. I don't know.
I mean, they are playing with the Ordo Xenos. Like, if somebody's like, yeah, I fucked a Tau, you're generally supposed to shoot them, but...
Are you, though?
You know, there's some room in the Inquisition for waiting for a better opportunity.
I'm just taking
That's
my
why
cues
we
from you
did it
guys.
after we blew up the Promethean factory.
Exactly. We got our job done.
Mother of God.
I mean,
Yeah, no, there's
Twitch
no
can
helping
probably...
them.
He can probably justify most of what he's done, depending on how orthodox of a person he's talking to.
So our vehicle is a smoking heap, and is said
You guys
person
can see
named
this one,
Hogtod
right?
still in there? Yeah.
Okay.
It's the Jeep, not the Torox, though.
Yeah.
Right, this is
We
her
still
vehicle,
have the
not
whole-
ours.
Yeah, that's
assault
her
cannon.
vehicle. I don't have a solid Jeep model. I could probably find one pretty easily, but I don't want to right now.
So, does somebody have navigation to get us the hell out of here?
Hey, Traxxon's here, so yes. Yes, you do.
Awesome. All right, well, that was productive, guys. Good work, everyone.
Wow, I hate you a lot.
Just,
Even though it's nighttime and, you know, this is, like, stealth lady, probably no point in, like, trying to find her at this point. So let's get to our Jeep and get the fuck out of here, shall we?
the flaming wreck.
Yes. Yes, we shall.
Who's
Onward.
carrying Grendel?
Yeah, Grendel's unconscious.
To be fair, he ran like 2 miles carrying Twitch.
Yeah. I guess Twitch will carry
Well,
Grendel
maybe-
now.
Can I just check his body since he's unconscious and see if the button for that collar he's wearing is still there?
Sure.
I actually don't have a... I don't have a color.
I thought you
I
had
have,
one.
I have a Book of Saints, I have a Psi Focus, and a Sanctioning brand. I mean, you'll find he's got a staff, he's got a mercy blade, he's got a sword, he's got a last pistol, he's got a shitty ass quilted vest. He has no hair anywhere. None.
Okay.
I mean, you can check his third pocket. It's
I
got
thought.
like a come on, you can check my third pocket.
I don't know how deep of an investigation you go into.
Oh my word, no. I thought that like from before that we said that he was wearing like one of those suicide.
There's a way
things.
you can do that. Like there's a background you can take, but I actually don't have it.
Okay.
I could have taken a suicide collar.
Yeah, the guardsman gets like a penal colony thing. I get like a you've been leashed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can try and get my command words from the Inquisitor.
Sure could.
Oh man, we need to start guessing at his command words.
And taking shit.
Boy, that Italian couple in the corner sure is quiet.
How?
If you'd kindly.
Would you kindly pick up a crowbar or something? Okay, no. The lady that was driving the car that was subsequently plastered full of bullets and fell out. How far back was that? Just like a fairly short distance, considering our vehicle was kind of smoking.
I assume it's a fairly short distance. But...
Yeah, probably 150, 200 yards.
Would I be
Meters,
able to
sorry.
see her with heightened sense of sight?
You can sure try.
Yes,
Okay, what
pick
roll
her
is
off.
that?
You rolled a
Just both of
percentile
these?
die.
Oh, I'll just hit R, it'd be easier.
48. What's your
Perception?
is 32 plus 10 is 42. Didn't quite make it.
Okay.
Doo-ba-doo-boo-boo-boo-boo. Yeah, you can't tell. Too dark, even though the moon is shining. Maybe it's because of the tall grass. Let's blame the grass. So, yeah. Are you going back to look for her, or are you heading on to...
I'm going to because that either needs some clarification or some actual permanent fix.
Sure.
I don't
mean,
want a freaking
I don't know if I
commissar
don't know if I
investigation.
I don't know if I caught him off guard when, you know, last time she was talking about like having blue spooge on her, but, you know,
Okay.
maybe they were so shocked by that they're like, yeah, we got to kill this bitch. All right, so Traxxon's going back to look for her. Anybody else?
He's the guy who's gonna.
He's the navigator.
He's the navigator. I guess I'll follow him.
Doop-a-doo.
So I'm not entirely on board with murdering her, but yeah, whatever.
I missed.
I mean, you know, it would like pin everything up nice together if we could actually find her. I don't think we're gonna find her though.
And why is Grendel unconscious? Is it from damage?
Running 2 miles and then running into a tree trying to knock over the murder adept.
Oh, okay. I will be attempting to resuscitate Grendel.
I feel pretty bad on my hit the murder adept.
Yeah,
with
he
you
tried to
roll.
tackle Alan, and it didn't work out.
That's right. I'll be resuscitating him with Medicaid or whatever.
All right, make a Medicaid roll for me.
Did anybody untie me?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, I didn't think so. I was just double checking.
We'll get there.
Oh god.
Nope.
You're like
break-
knocking him in the back of the skull. Why won't you wake up?
I break his nose.
Yeah, you're not in like critical wounds, are you, there, Strobe?
No, I have 2 wounds, and I don't know how much fatigue it took to knock me out. We just said I was knocked out.
You now have 1 wound.
That's cool. I can turn my mic on and off by flipping it up. Super.
You have to flip off your mic to turn it on?
No, flip it up. Like
Oh.
it has like a little like store section. Like you can put it away, and when I put it up, it automatically turns itself off. Cool, new headphones. I find things out. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna supervise at the vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to follow our
Okay.
our assassin
Stig
guy out there.
supervising at the vehicle. Anybody else following the assassin, or is he all on his own? It's fine if he is.
Sounds like he's on his own.
All right. So, Traxxon, you head back down the road. You find little spatters of blood here and there in the grass. So you're guessing she rolled off the road somewhere around here and into the grass.
I
What
would
you doing?
check for her, I guess.
You're what?
Would be looking in the grass, I guess, for her, since that's where
Okay,
I'm
so
seeing-
you can do a search. It's based on perception.
Oh, so that's another roll.
Yep. Nah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's gone.
Not tracking.
Do I have
Well,
tracking? I don't think I do.
he's searching an area. He's not really tracking. Yeah. I mean, if you
I'm
want
really
to
good
use
at search
tracking,
if someone wakes me up.
I'll
It
let
doesn't
you.
break my nose.
I don't think I
That's
even have tracking as a skill, do I?
You could use your fate point to reroll.
You could.
I
mean,
how many do I have?
In
Four?
fairness, you have 4, which is more than them. But still, though, do you want to waste a fate point on this? You might need it.
Yeah.
You've only got like a
probably
30% chance.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
someone's eventually going to hunt us down for this.
Eh,
Maybe at an
Sirs,
opportune
you are
time.
being hunted. All right.
not. Yeah.
And
Well-
I will be
Guess I'll walk back.
failing the medical check on Traxxon and then moving over. But I couldn't figure out how to wake him up to unbind Alan.
You mean Grendel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
apparently
well-
sitting on his chest and slapping him a bunch doesn't wake him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake up. Yeah. So Traxxon comes walking back, empty-handed. He's like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, our other option here is to get back and then get out before, she
Or
puts
kill.
herself back together and ends up back there herself.
Or kill the Lord Commissar.
I mean, or that.
Oh my god.
I mean, let's not preemptively dismiss options here.
I hate you.
Is the fire
When
in
your
the Jeep
character
just,
loses his shit, I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna take your
Yeah.
character. I'm not gonna be nice about it.
All right, so let's get
Well,
back.
you've got some walking to do. So you walk
We
to the
do.
Torox, and then you gotta drive from there.
Yup.
Okay. Walking down the road. It's the middle of the night, but at the same time, it's starry, and there's a full moon, and it's easy to see. You're on a road, so you're not worried about like getting ambushed by anything. On your way to the Torox, the wind is blowing. It's a nice sort of summery night. You're pretty sure this planet always has like a constant like ambient temperature of around 72 degrees. At least in this part of the world where you're at. And you see some Tau coming down the road long before they see you, because there's a lot of them and only a few of you. They're marching in rank and file towards the giant fire that is the Promethium factory.
I am going to get off the road.
As will I.
Okay.
And I guess
off
I'm
the
carrying
road.
Grendel.
Okay.
I imagine that because of my failed Medicaid, his head is bouncing off my back. And just like, boom, boom, boom.
You run him into several branches.
Oh god, you guys. You're terrible to each other. Okay.
What's
To be honest, I nearly stopped his heart when he ran around a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Just to be clear, is anybody planning on attacking these guys? I'd like to know this beforehand so that I can be somewhere else.
you said there's a lot of them?
Yes, quite a few.
Mother frick, no. I remember how it went in the forest. God, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
from just like a cursory, inspection of how many there are, there's probably about 50.
Frig.
Yeah. So, are you guys getting off the road and attempting to hide, or are you just getting off the road and letting them pass by?
Like,
Hiding.
Putting
Okay.
as much
Far
distance
away.
between me and them as possible, while at the same time, like, staying low, I guess.
Sure. You guys can make a +20 hide check.
So percentile
Oh,
die.
good.
Yep.
I mean, that's what I'm good at.
Was that concealment?
Yeah, it's concealment. It's based off agility.
Hey, 20.
Should I take a penalty for having to hide Grendel with me?
No, I mean you're going down a road through a field of tall grass. There's plenty of places to store him.
I super failed.
Well,
I think
you can
I'm
always
around
re-roll.
9 wounds.
I also failed.
You can always re-roll. Just let me know if you want to keep your result.
Guess I'll re-roll. Oh, hey, I super succeeded.
4.
Super succeeded.
Those murderous instincts.
I will not re-roll.
Okay. So everyone's nice and hidden except for Grendel, who's unconscious, and Twitch.
I subconsciously activate Chameleon.
Do you actually activate Chameleon?
I can't.
Ah, okay.
I'm out. In like an hour
Oh,
or
right.
so of movement, I will wake up.
Yeah. All right, so I'll just move them over here.
Maybe they won't see
separate
me.
from the group. Maybe. I mean, weirder things have happened so far. Doop-a-doo. Let's roll. Let's find out. Boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum. Yeah, they notice you. All right. So they sort of see you like crouching low in the field, but you're like apparently very close to the road, or you're near a shorter section of grass because they pick you out fairly easily.
I am fairly tall, like freakishly tall.
Yeah. So there's an all halt called by the squad sergeant, and he turns and he says, you there in the field. First it comes out like as gibberish, and then there's like an auto translator that, puts it into low common.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he's like, you there in the field. What are you doing?
I guess I'll come out on the road with my hands up. Please, please don't hurt me.
What are you doing?
Your last patrol just beat me. I just didn't want to be hit again.
Oh no. You just said that.
Oh my
Tao
God.
beat him. Okay.
Not saving you this time.
This is not the greater good.
Good fucking luck.
So you need to make a deceive roll, and at this point in time, let's say you're at a -10, because Tau don't do that shit.
Sure. Well, that would fail either way, so I guess I'll spend a point now.
Okay.
Could I have said that the crew beat me? Because I didn't really know that Tau don't beat people.
No, that's what you said.
Yeah, there's no way you would have.
Yeah, but
that.
me as a player doesn't know. I don't know
Sure.
because I'm completely new to this.
And
Okay.
that's cool. I'm
All
glad
right.
that you don't know.
Does he have Xeno knowledge? I don't think he does.
All right, I super succeed.
Okay. So, let's see if I can scrutinize that.
And I don't
Jay,
keep my
Not
you
as
did
good as
meet-
you.
You
So,
did miss the greatest monkey fighting.
Monkey fight?
82 to a 22, but that's still not as good as you.
And to be
spent at
fair,
least-
they were trying to beat up Stig.
I
Yeah,
spent
they
at
spent,
least
like-
half
Yeah,
of
but
it
he was
fast.
trespassing, and they weren't beating him for the sheer enjoyment of it. In fact, they were trying non-lethal ways to get rid of him.
Well, I
So
acted
as
like
far
a
as
monkey.
these two Tau know, this asshole comes out of the woods and starts messing with them, and they try and beat him up, and he turns it into a fucking Three Stooges routine.
Yeah, it was
It was
bad.
great.
It was bad. He's like, that doesn't sound very much like a Tau. Are you sure it was Tau?
It's dark. I'm sorry, but you aliens look all the same to me.
It's dark, and there were so many beatings.
Maybe it was some sort of indigenous life form that you have on this planet, because we would not do that. Citizen, you are protected by us, Tau.
Just please let me go. I just want to go home.
You're not under arrest. We are here to protect you.
Oh, okay.
Can we give you any aid? You said that you were beaten.
No.
Are you wounded?
No. Please, just leave me alone.
So he eyes you sort of like, what the hell? But eventually he's like, very well. I will impede your progress no further, citizen. May you carry on for the greater good. He does. All right, so he lets you go. Anyway, then the big ass regiment moves on. Fairly harmless. Nice job. Way to not get into a giant firefight with 50 fucking Tau.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, that would just mean we're down a scum.
Yeah,
If it had been 40, I would have tried it.
If we had the holy assault cannon.
Yes, clearly we could take them.
Oh my god. You guys are deranged if you think that's true.
I don't know, man. Roll really good suppressing fire.
Suppressing fire!
I mean, our adept is
we haven't found a
basically-
problem that we've applied the assault cannon solution to that hasn't gone away.
You guys have like the Doc Holliday mentality. Nothing can't be solved without the liberal application of dynamite.
I'll pick up Grendel
We
and
may have to blast.
keep
We
going.
have to blast. All right, well, you pick up Grendel and you keep going. As soon as they're out of sight, I assume everybody else joins you on the road.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, you make it back to your Torox, which is still, covered up and, unmolested by Tau.
Alright, let's get out of here.
So yeah, Grendel wakes up with a stretch.
Yeah.
Your face is like slightly bloodied from where your nose was
Slamming into his
Yeah.
armor shoulder plate.
Fair, the last time he went unconscious, he woke up and it was 1,000 years later.
Well, that's not true. The last time you went unconscious, you were woken up by a poop stick.
Oh, that's true.
So,
What?
By a poop stick? I
Yes, so
The Tau
I
syringe thing.
nearly got some corruption for
Oh, right. Now I remember.
some Tau medical devices were used.
I had to
on me that
waste
were
my one
stored in
prize
the-
I've gained.
stored in the scum's third pocket.
Okay.
He experienced the tender, loving care of a Tau doctor.
Were you not here that
He was
that
not.
session? Oh
No.
man.
I was.
He
not,
hasn't been
no.
here since you guys made Planetfall.
Oh man. So I was beat up and bloody looking and went into town, and so they like grabbed me and took me to the hospital. And I was trying to steal some technology because I'm fucking poor as hell. And stole a syringe-like object, and I only had one place to put a cylindrical object, and well, but
Oh
eventually
my
Grendel
God.
went unconscious from damage, so I had to whip it out and heal him.
The germaphobe got stabbed by a butt syringe.
Yeah, I gave some insanity for that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that
what?
anywhere in the rule book that these people just keister freaking medical supplies?
I don't know.
Oh my.
Hard
I mean,
to say.
this was
That's
only
amazing.
like 2 hours later.
Does he wipe?
No. I'm scum. Come on.
Oh, gross.
Can't afford toilet paper.
All right,
It's
so
really- I'm really poor.
eventually, and you guys, are you planning to drive through the night?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get a drive and a navigation roll, please, from Traxxon? Unless
Okay,
somebody
so
else wants to
both-
do the drive roll.
Nope.
Okay.
Both
We have
percentile
navigation.
die?
Hold on.
They are both percentile die?
No.
Anytime I ask for a skill, they're likely going to be percentile die.
Hey, can I try tech use on the GPS to get back to where we came from?
Yeah.
Apparently, I went. I remember.
Do you have tech use?
Oh, right. We haven't spent that XP yet.
Traxxon has tech use.
I mean, I went to sleep.
yes,
I wake up
I do.
knowing tech use. It's one of the skills I'm getting.
Yeah.
I do have tech use. And we're trying to do what first?
Read a GPS.
Okay, yeah, tech use, which would be what kind of roll?
Percentile die.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
It's based on intelligence.
Oh, that's what I meant, or should have asked.
99.
Uh,
Not good.
no. What is this confounded technology?
You're holding it upside down.
This is obviously not human in make. Heresy.
Smashes it against the console. God damn it!
Ugh, 99. That's really bad. Alright, yeah, it just doesn't... He can't get it to turn on.
Somebody want to take the stupid thing?
Alright,
Grendel grabs it and starts looking at it.
Dan, did you make your navigation or driving roll?
Oh. Driving roll first.
67.
Let's stick with driving.
What's your agility?
His
40.
agility's better than mine.
40. Yeah, it's still not a good roll.
Oh.
Alright.
Better than mine.
And then roll your navigation, please. 96.
You need to succeed at one of
What are you
these.
doing?
I am
over
going to
there.
stop hitting R. R is bad. R is a bad button. I'm
You
gonna
gotta,
just roll my
what you
hand
gotta
from
do
now
is you
on
gotta
out.
like flip them up in the air and keep them up there for a second.
Okay, that explains why some people were doing. Should I do that again, or is that scummy? at this
No,
point?
God no.
Okay.
Alright, so in the course of driving through the night, Traxxon manages to get you way off track. You're pretty much lost from what you can tell. You've driven out into, like, the fields, and when I mean, like, the fields, I mean endless miles of fields as far as the eye can see. No longer is there rolling hills and long grass and things like that. It's just plowed earth as far as the eye can see. And he manages to put the Torox into a pretty deep it's a rut. The thing on the side of the road. It's
Ditch.
ditch. Thanks. I don't know why I couldn't remember that word. That's weird.
Couldn't it be a rut?
Shut up. It's a ditch.
Fuck.
Alright. So, now your Torox is stuck off course in the middle of the night.
And Twitch is snoring in the back seat.
What you gonna do?
Is there any hope of, like, pushing it out?
Well, the Torox is equipped with its own winch. So, if you had something to winch it to, but you are in fields, flat as the eye can see.
I'm going to do I smell any livestock or hear any livestock anywhere nearby?
No. These are like plant fields.
Winch it to a cow?
No, I mean I've got wrinkling.
Would we, like, half bury a steel bar or something?
I don't know the steel bar that is strong enough to not slip or bend to a couple ton Torox. Essentially what you're trying to do is you're trying to pull a semi-cab out of a ditch.
Yes?
Alright. How heavy is the assault cannon?
Yeah, can we just take that?
Oh my god.
And use it? No, not really. I mean, you could take the assault cannon. If two people wanted to be encumbered, you could carry it. And then if you wanted to use it in combat, you would have to spend a couple rounds setting it up.
Meh.
I mean
The adept did kind of, single-handedly murder an entire Tau force with it at some point earlier on. Just saying.
And then a second one.
But I wasn't
And
there
a
for that,
second
but
one.
okay.
And the second one. Yep.
And another one. Okay.
I mean the more
We've killed
valuable
Tau
part
every
of it-
game so far.
It's true. The more valuable part of it is the assault cannon.
Yeah, whatever.
I can't think of any way to get this thing out because none of us are freakishly strong and
Yeah, whatever.
I mean I'm all for disconnecting the assault cannon.
Well, you can either say screw it and continue on foot, or you can try and signal help in some way.
Signal help in some way.
That sounds more
Take a run
likely
at
to
that
signal
GPS to
not
try to
help.
figure out where we are.
Does anyone have anything flammable?
Yeah, go ahead, Strobe.
Yeah, the Psyker's quilted vest should burn.
No, I mean, I'm close, but I did not get it.
Hmm.
I needed 47 or below, and I got 51.
For tech use?
Yep.
How do you need 47? Because right
That's
now...
my intelligence.
Yeah, but it's half right now.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I'll apply my brain to it.
Alright.
I say we just walk back on foot.
Well, you're the glorious leader.
Let's get out of here.
Alright, walking
Excellent.
back
Who's
on
carrying
foot.
the assault cannon with me?
No drive rolls needed this time, but we do need another navigation roll because you're way the hell off course, so... Yeah.
I will
Go ahead there, Dan.
also... I'll take
All right.
a bit of leather seat from inside and add it to my other charm.
Actually, you guys can assist Dan. You can assist Traxxon in his navigation role. If those of you that have tech use as a basic skill or what have you, any hivers or things like that that want to have tech use, you can roll that now.
Do they need to do it for our roll, or I roll first?
They roll, and then they add their degrees of success to your roll.
Ooh. I mean, it's just one success.
There you go. So you get,
What? Does that add 1?
yeah, it adds plus 10 to his.
Is that the only
Plus
one
10,
we're using?
okay.
Yeah, plus 10 to his roll.
Okay. Do I roll now?
Yep.
He comes uncomfortably close and helps you
There you
think.
go. 6. You didn't even need him. So you rolled a -6.
-4.
Yeah, right. -4. Shut up. Okay. So in any case, yeah, you easily find your way back to the section that was under siege by the Tau last you saw. In fact, you're pretty sure you make record time as far as on foot goes. You found a quick route through, the forest that was not, being patrolled by Tau. Boy, you wish you'd rolled that well the first time.
We're not slowed down greatly by the weight of the cannon.
Yeah. Anyway, you get to where you were, and you can see, just like before, the Tau lines are there, but they're more heavily reinforced, and you're pretty sure that they're bringing up artillery from the back, and they're about to make a push on the town.
See, I told you we brought this cannon for a reason.
Ugh. I forgot about that.
Is it just kind of like a straight set of lines, like the Tau lines and the Imperial lines are kind of...
Yeah, think about it that way. The town is the essentially the Imperial line, because it's got 4 walls around it, pseudo medieval setup, but they're electronically controlled gates and all that crap. But the Tau are dug in, and it looks like they're preparing for a dawn assault.
They have the place encircled, or?
Oh yeah.
Oh lord. Can we tell if the Imperials have like aircraft that we could use to escape?
Yeah, if you could get into the Imperial base, you could probably either call a dropship down. I mean, it would get shot at on its way in. There's no guarantee that you would get it in and then you guys out unmolested, but it's a heck of a lot better chance than like, hey, we're just gonna walk on out of here.
No.
Yeah, we need to get to one of the other continents.
True.
But let's see. Professor, let's talk to Traxxon. Your character was absolutely fucking
Yeah,
brilliant
you got
the
a
last
nickname.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pretty sure you're the adept, and Alan is
adept
the
is the
assassin.
Yeah, that's how it
No
works.
evidence to the
This is
contrary.
what we determined.
They're both A
Dude.
words.
Do you know anything about these artillery?
The Tau artillery?
You seem to know about the Tau.
Make a Xenos roll for Knowledge Xenos. $57 out of 32. No. Doesn't know much about their artillery.
Well, it's too bad. We could have prioritized targets. We should probably leave and let the Imperial Guard handle this. We are under no obligation to ever come back to this place.
Well,
No.
the problem is that you are thousands of miles away from your next objective.
I mean, we could do what we can during the fight. I guess we could set the.
I'm not saying
holy
to
cannon
join the
up.
fight. I'm saying you need to find some form of transportation. Because you can't walk that far. In fact,
Okay.
there's an ocean in between you and your next objective.
I mean, love of the Empire the Emperor goes a long ways, but not necessarily, swimming in ocean.
How close were we to the ocean?
Not that close.
Oh, I was going to say, do we happen to see any ports on the map?
We've only just now figured out how to turn the map device on. It's going to be a little while until we can read it.
Alright, so if you guys are currently at A, and you want to go to C or B, you'll notice all this water in between you. And A is not actually that close to the ocean.
Yeah, there's like a big old lake there, but that's about the size of it. Oh,
Well,
we need air transport.
the Tau will eventually give up because they've lost their main reason for being here, but I'm certain they're going to try and punish on their way out.
They've lost their main reason for being here?
That
Their
factory.
Promethean
Oh,
factory.
the Prometheus factory. They were just using that to
Yes.
refuel.
I mean, they're currently not gaining much.
Food can't be understated.
And population for the greater good, isn't that their thing?
Yeah, they're space communists.
Long story short, we need air transport, and the easiest way to get that we know of at this current time is by getting into the Imperial compound and calling an evac.
Basically, yes.
I'm literally
well,
just going to start stealth walking towards the Imperial lines.
Okay, make a stealth roll for me. Based on agility. 36.
36. Ability's 40.
You're good. Alright, so he's just like, alright, see you guys in the fort. Peace. And he sort of starts stealthing off.
that sucks.
To be fair, y'all have pretty much been the bane of my existence since I landed on this godforsaken rock.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, God damn it.
As everyone's like, God damn it, we don't have that skill.
I mean, I can activate and sustain Chameleon. Which just means that I'll have to move quietly, and then if anyone comes near me, stop moving.
Yeah. And Twitch could potentially try to like deceive his way and charm his way into the Imperial base.
I could say on the comm link, I'm going to see if I can call you guys an evacuation, if I can get in there in stealth. Where would you want the transport to meet you?
Somewhere else?
Let's
Right
try
here.
this navigation thing.
Bold leadership there, Andrew. Somewhere else.
Well, I mean, there
Somewhere
might be
you're
a
not
place
wrong.
away from the lines where they can meet us.
Sure.
Let's try this goddamn GPS one more time. Holy crap. Grendel figures out how to,
Use
press
GPS.
the GPS buttons.
Right.
It's the power button.
Uses the turn-by-turn directions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can I ping?
there's a glen, like, I don't know, half a click from here. That's still behind the Tau lines, but, you figure it would be a good landing zone. It's got cover around it, and it's open to the sky itself, so
Seems good. Let's do that. Leadership.
Yeah, I mean,
Andrew.
I'll ping it.
That's okay. That's what y'all are telling me on the thing.
Yeah,
And we'll move to that Glen. It's just...
Comlinks are useful. Yeah, I learned.
they really are. If you guys didn't have micro beads, man, you'd be boned.
I'm glad I asked for those in the first thing. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Good thinking. Alright, so I've got Traxxon sneaking into the base and you bums sneaking away.
Moving for a Glen.
Okie doke. Sounds good. Since you guys are still behind the Tau lines, it's very easy for you to reach the Glen. You get there unmolested. There's nice plant and, animal life around. It's peaceful. Do you care to do anything, or you want to just wait for Traxxon at this point?
What would it be to snare some rabbits and eat them?
I guess
Raw, obviously, because that's how crazy you are. Eagle.
Keep nasty chips. So I don't even know what the hell that would be.
Survival.
Yeah, there you go. Survival. Which is not a basic skill.
It is for me.
Oh, well, cheers.
Mind Cleanse gets it.
Feral World or something.
What's survival based off of?
Perception?
Nice.
No, I mean he fails to catch rabbits because it's not currently trained.
Bummer.
I mean, for all you know, he just walks out into the field and goes, "Here meat, here meat."
Nice. Okie doke. Yeah, so he busies himself hunting rabbits. You guys do anything besides that? Twitch?
Nope.
Okay. Good enough.
I
All
was
right.
really waiting for them to figure out a way to set the entire forest on fire from that direction and just...
He goes out to catch rabbits. He somehow starts a forest fire. God damn
That would be how our things have been going.
It really would. All right. In any case, you sneak all the way through the Tau lines. There's a bunch of fire warriors down in their little dugout trenches. They're talking about, who knows what. You don't speak Tau, but you're getting the impression that they're all anxious about something. So, in any case, you sneak past them, no big deal, and you make it up to the wall of the city. They don't notice you either.
Okay, how are some ways I can enter the city?
You can either climb over the wall, or you can alert the gate guards and say, "Hey, let me in."
Let's go for alert the gate guards, because I don't want to get shot for being an intruder.
Yeah. All right. So you go to the main gate. There is, a little slat there that, a guard eventually does see you when you walk up to the gate. He's like, "State your business. How'd you get out here?"
The Inquisition.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna hold up my inquisitorial badge and say, "My job is done. I need to extract some friends."
You hear like a alarm, Inquisitor, as the gate like opens like just enough for you to fit through, and he's like, "Come on!" And he like hustles you through the gate real quick, and then they close it again. Anyway, he comes out of the gatehouse, and he's like, "I'm so sorry for locking you out. It wasn't my intention to disturb the holy order of of inquisitors. Please don't allow my stupidity to be an offense."
You can find me an aircraft, a pilot, and that would be crazy enough to fly past the Tau lines. It'll all be forgiven.
Well, you'll have to request that from the Lord Commissar. Requisitions are tight at the moment.
Fair enough. Point me in his direction.
You met him before when you came to the planet.
Okay.
So
well,
you know where he is.
I remember meeting him, so I
Yeah.
just know where he's at already.
Yeah,
okay.
you know where he is.
Okay,
Where his
cool.
office is. at
Man,
least.
someone finally shows us the respect Twitch thinks we should have.
Well, I mean,
Not even
most
there.
of these people will have never nor will ever see any Inquisitor or agent thereof in their lifetime.
Yeah.
So, ring. Okay. So you go to the Lord Commissar's office. You walk in. You're outside of his office. There's an Imperial Guardsman there who's sort of sitting in a really low chair, almost like you would expect to see in like a kindergarten room, one of those really tiny chairs. And he's sitting there looking kind of dejected. And he looks up when you come in. He's like, "What do you need?" And he kind of sounds lonely and like, "Why am I sitting here?" It's the tone that he has to his voice.
The guard or the commissar?
The guard
Okay.
that's sitting outside the commissar's office.
I just inquire as to why the down mood.
I'm being punished for doing some things that the Lord Commissar doesn't appreciate. He killed the other members of my squad that were goofing off, and he hasn't decided what to do with me yet. So until that time, I have to wait here in this chair.
What were you doing?
Well, we got into the mess, and we took some of the cooking sherry, and we had a good time with that. We took a lot of the cooking sherry.
Sounds like an average commissar's business. Is he in his office?
Well, we don't have any average commissars here, or, under commissars, because they've all been killed. We've sustained some pretty heavy casualties lately. I think that's probably why I'm not dead yet. Yeah, he's in there, though. I don't know if you could just walk on in, but, yeah.
Can you alert him that members of the Inquisitorial Party he met earlier are here?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to knock on his door and tell him that, "Hey, sorry to interrupt." I'm not doing that. I'm going to sit right here until he says you're going to die or, you're free to go. One of the two. Because I'm going to do exactly what he told me to the letter.
Does he have any company right now?
Yeah, a woman walked in there a couple hours ago.
Traxxon just leans back his head and just curses extremely quietly to himself.
Can you describe her?
Actually, that's probably a good question. What did she look like, and was she covered in blood?
Yeah, she looked pretty messed up. She'd probably taken a couple of Tau shots out there, it seems like, because, man, she was bleeding pretty heavily. Good-looking woman, though. I mean, she's got scars, but that gives character. Leggy, tall, blonde, had a bust to her.
Oh, God. Oh, this does not go well with my weakness. What was I going to say? I had something on the tip of my tongue.
I love your weakness.
Yeah.
Sheer terror overpower
it. How did she get here?
I'm not exactly sure. They let her in the gate, so she must be cool.
Boop,
boop, boop, boop.
Okay.
Traxxon did not try and murder her.
He did
Well,
not.
yes.
Got that going for you.
I have two questions that are to the GM because I wasn't here, and this will alleviate a little bit of that.
Sure.
One, which people exactly were it that shot at her?
It was the murder adept. So Alan shot at her, and so did Twitch.
Thank you.
Grendel actually actively tried to help her out.
He did, but Strobe decided to stay unconscious when he rolled badly.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not getting involved in this any more than I have to.
This might be part of the general knowledge of like the Inquisition and stuff and being hired by an Inquisitor, but if I perhaps flashed an Inquisitorial badge to, say, a pilot, would they listen to me regardless of their previous orders because we scary as frick?
Potentially. It really depends on who their orders came from, because there are multiple sects and administrations within the Imperium, if they got, like, let's say that they're a pilot working for the, Imperial Guard, and they got an order from a, direct superior that they respected, they likely would ignore your orders because they're a totally different branch.
We do know that this guy is an asshole.
Yeah,
There
know
is
that he's an
that.
asshole.
Executing a bunch of people for getting drunk. Yeah, that's.
What's
okay.
up, honey?
So, every once in a while, I hear
Yeah.
He'll send me a random Facebook message or something. So here's today's conversation. It starts with this picture. He sent me that.
Oh, that's a great shirt.
What part of don't you understand?
Okie doke.
Did I see like a hanger or anything on the way through at all? Nothing.
Nice. Hold on, honey, I'm doing this right now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Alright, sorry about that, Dan. What were you saying?
No. You're absolutely fine. I'll just ask him. Like, I didn't happen to see like any hangers with air vehicles and all that stuff on the way in.
No, there's not a lot of space for that sort of stuff. Whenever they requisition, like, transport on or off the rock, they call it down from, the Imperial ships that are in orbit.
Okay.
You just need to get to a radio then.
That seems reasonable.
Oh my heavens.
I mean, the Lord Commissar is busy currently, and so there's no need to disturb him to...
You can make your own request.
To go request a ship to continue to carry out the mission from our Lord whoever the fuck.
You sure can
And-
try.
I do ask the guy, is there a long-range communicator available that would connect me to the ships in orbit?
Absolutely.
Can you point me to that direction?
He points to the door. The commissar's
Where
door.
past the door? Oh, okay.
No, it's in... Oh, fuck.
He's like, the commissar keeps it in his office to make sure that there aren't any unlicensed acquisitions being, asked for.
Okay.
Just stealth in there.
Is this
Damn it,
guy?
Brian, we're trying to avoid consequences
Oh,
for
I
our
know you are.
actions.
Is this guy armored?
The
Oh
commissar?
my god.
No,
the
no. The guardsman.
Absolutely, he's got guard flak on. He's not wearing a helmet, but everything else has guard flak on.
Okay. Not worth. I just crack my knuckles and
Jesus.
reach for the door.
Okay. Do you walk in? Do you knock first?
Not
What do
even
you do?
gonna knock? Wow.
Okay. Yeah, I knock.
Okay. You knock on the door, and you hear a gruff, "Who is it now?" from inside.
My name is Traxxon. I believe we met before, and I might have some information that you would very much appreciate.
Oh, you're back. Color me surprised. Come on in. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'll walk in.
What was the name of the Inquisitor again? I think it's on a different notes field. I'd have to,
Yeah, somehow it
Brass.
didn't
I'd have to look.
it didn't save somewhere, so I'm gonna sticky it to my computer.
All right, let me check that out in a little bit, okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
So you go in. There is indeed a woman sitting across the table from the Lord Commissar, who is, they're both sort of scowling at each other, and it seems like the woman's given him some sort of report, and he has, I don't know, not taken it super well.
Does he look more angry than usual?
I don't know. His face is constantly contorted in a piece of, anger.
Gal, yeah.
Oh, so it's...
on a scale of 1 to we're fucked. Do we recognize the woman?
That is a good question, sir. That's
Oh,
what-
yeah,
that's what I was gonna
absolutely.
ask. It is totally her, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
What the frick?
Well,
I
pretend like nothing happened. No big deal.
Or we play it off to be like, Oh, you're alive! You're so worried about you. We're looking for hours.
Okay.
Whatever.
I'm just going to say that my compatriots, those who are sane and those of those who are not, are out looking for extraction at the moment. I believe that she may or may not want to have a word with a couple of them. Just pointing at her.
So he sort of looks confused and a little bit, more angry, and he's like, "Why?" And then he sort of looks across the table at her. And he's like, "Lori, what did you do?" She's like, "I didn't do anything. I did nothing wrong." He's like, "I don't believe that for an instant."
I'm going to hold up a finger and just say, actually, probably in the only time in her existence, she's kind of right. To a degree.
It's not true.
So he crosses his arms and he scowls a little harder. He's like, "Explain. What happened?"
Oh, God.
She didn't say anything, and then
Should have
you
sent
opened
me
your
in.
mouth.
Should have sent me in.
All you had to do was keep your mouth shut.
Details are a bitch.
He is the assassin.
We did,
You're not going to confess, are you?
we infiltrated
Right.
a Tau compound, and due to her magnificent assistance, we were able to destroy the Promethean factory. However, my compatriots managed to leave her behind after the battle was over.
She kind of gives a little snort. "Leave me behind."
Why are we just letting him throw us under the bus?
You can turn
I
your
didn't
micro.
say
You can
we
turn.
tried.
You can turn your microbeat off at any time.
I didn't say that I tried to that they tried to frag her. Just saying. All in all, the mission was a success. Okay, I'm back in character. All in all, the mission was a success, and we are looking to get back in contact with our Inquisitor to continue our mission against the Xenos on this planet.
Well, unfortunately, if you just came to that Tau line, you probably realized that we're about to be attacked.
It appeared to be a dire situation, yes.
Yeah. So we don't have a lot of resources to go around right now.
Do you have anything that can fly?
Do I have anything that can fly? Not currently on base.
Do you have access to a communicator that will reach the ships in orbit?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
May I use one?
Well, first you need to tell me why you decided to leave my daughter behind.
It wasn't exactly my
We may
decision.
not see eye to eye, but she's still my daughter. Lord
we
Inquisitor
didn't-
Thrask. There you go.
Yeah.
That's it, yep.
I did notice that you two had the same sort of get crap done mentality.
Yes, in that way we're similar. So why did you leave her behind? You even
On
said
our way-
yourself that she didn't fail in her mission.
In her mission, no, but in her balance, yes. She was on the back of our Jeep on the way out, and she fell when one of my compatriots who was driving hit a bump and left her behind and continued driving.
So she leans forward pretty quickly. All right, fell onto bullets, you mean? Why did your funny little friend decide to shoot me while I was driving?
To be honest, I think he's retarded.
And Grid will go, several counts of heresy. I'll start reading some, yeah, I've got scholastic lore of the Imperial Creed.
Yeah, you know that, like, even contact with Xenos is bad. Like, that means, like, talking to them. So, she did more than talk.
I start reading you the exact victims of the Imperial Creed that she broke.
Yeah, I mean, she was in Congress with with a towel.
Also, dictum.
God damn it.
Oh, oh my god. Her methods of being such an excellent scout came into question, and members of the Inquisition who follow the rules slightly more strictly than I may or may not have seen her in a negative light. Honestly, she's lucky to be alive right now.
He stands up. He's like, "What rules were broken? We have rules for a reason." And she's like, "For fuck's sake, Dad, put it away." He's like, "I will not put it away. If you broke a rule, I need to know about it. And if you broke a rule badly, then expect the same punishment for you that I give out to my men." She's like, "Well, then you better just shoot me in the head now." He's like, "Oh?" She's like, "Yeah, because guess what? I fucked my way through that Tau village, Dad. Fucked it good." And he's like, "I know you're just saying things to make me angry. When you can calm down and speak rationally, come back. Until then, get out." She's like, "No problem. Peace." So she told the truth, technically, and she's leaving. He just didn't want to listen to it.
When she said that she fucked her way through the camp, I just go,
Stop her.
heresy.
Heresy.
Stop
I'm just going to, oh my god. I'm just going to run off of the assumption that I have toned the volume down, because I can just imagine all y'all are freaking screaming into my ear.
Oh, yeah. "No, stop her, shoot her, kill her, heresy, blah."
And then Twitch.
I mean, I'm just doing what's
Sorry.
helpful, which is listing off her crimes to try and save our asses.
Traxxon's just going to watch her butt as she walks out of the room, legitimately, because apparently that's part of his character now.
Sure.
And then look back at the
Before she
commissar.
completely leaves the door, she turns her head around. She's like, "When I find your fucking friends, especially those two motherfuckers that tried to shoot me and the one that actually did, I'm going to put a bullet in their ass. Not just their ass, I'm going to shoot them in the ass and the head."
Can you make it double for me, please?
Oh, it's going to happen. And then she slams
God.
the door, and then
We're gonna have to kill Traxxon next.
and then an Imperial, Aquila falls off the wall. And he, the Lord Inquisitor just sort of, rubs his, brow and then walks over to the wall and hangs it back up. He's like, "You wouldn't believe how many times this has fallen with all the shelling recently."
That looks like a really shoddy nail. I can believe it with the guard's handiwork.
Yeah. Okay, so you need a ride out of here. Where are you going next?
Oh boy. I clicked the comm link off.
Okay.
Um,
No comments for the peanut gallery then.
Our other options were to go to the mayor or the crazy cult, right?
Those were your other options.
Mm,
It's a planetary governor, but yeah, mayor.
yeah, that's much better. How is his governorship doing in the wake of this? God. Straight face. How is the governor doing in this wake of?
I can't say well. The planet's not in a good way. Obviously, it's being invaded by Tau, and there are cults that have to be dealt with, and the planet itself may be dying for unknown reasons.
Has Lord Inquisitor Thrask contacted anyone on the surface recently?
No, he hasn't.
We need transport to the governor.
Very well. I assume that you're alone. You didn't come into town with your compatriots.
No, partly because I frankly didn't trust them. After the incident with your daughter, it seemed prudent to come to these conclusions.
She's a willful young lady, but she would never go against the Holy Emperor.
No, of course not.
What she said earlier, I'm sure she was lying about. She was just trying to get a rise out of me. She
Just
wouldn't.
up against every tower in a 2-mile radius.
She wouldn't corrupt her own flesh with that of the Xenos.
Corrupted
Heresy.
Even on mute,
That's one
their
of them
shouts
answers.
are coming through.
Even like out in
No,
the
you've turned the volume off, and you're like, "Am I hearing them through the walls?"
yeah, exactly.
You're half a mile away.
In any case, do you not react in any way? Because he's staring at you and looking for a reaction.
She seemed like a very loyal implement of the Imperium. I'm sure it was nothing.
She is. She's loyal to a fault. Her technique is not exactly by the book, but she gets results. We've gotten endless useful information about the size of the Tau Force from her.
Size, yes. So about that transport.
I'll make sure that it goes to the governor's place. They may not be able to take you all the way there. They may have to bring you to the nearest port. Depends on which route they're taking and what supplies they're dropping off elsewhere. Because believe it or not, you are not our highest priced commodity that we're moving from place to place at this point in time. I would trade you in an instant for a couple of tanks.
War is expensive, I understand.
Where should I have the transport meet you?
I pinged you some GPS coordinates.
Yeah. I give them, I guess, the latitude and longitude of the
Fair
location
enough.
where they are. What time is it right now? Like late night, right?
Yeah, so it's like 4 a.m. So it's a couple hours before dawn. Dawn comes around 5:30, 6 a.m.
How long would it take for me to make it out?
Probably an hour.
Go for 6 a.m.
Uh,
right before the attack.
yeah. 6:30.
Fair enough. It'll be light.
It'll be necessary.
Fair enough. Well, since you have performed a great service for us, I appreciate that. You've done the mission that we asked for, and you, except for my daughter being shot, seem to have done it by the book. So, allow me to present you with this medal. And he reaches into his desk, and you hear, like, jangling, and he pulls out, like, the tiniest fucking little Aquila that you've ever goddamn seen. And, he just sort of snaps it onto your black body glove. There you go. The Eagle Ordinary.
None of us have ever been so decorated in our lives.
It's like the lowest fucking accolade you can possibly give.
Thank you,
Which
sir.
means
There's actually
we're
a
gonna treat
really
it like it's the best.
There's a really fucking hilarious webcomic called Eagle Ordinary. You should read it. Surprisingly, there's quite a few parallels that you dumb shits can draw between what you're doing and what is going on in that.
Is there, I guess I ask him, is there anything else in the area I should be aware of before I make my way?
Well, my daughter seemed pretty pissed, so you might want to watch out for that on your way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I've heard about rogue tech priests, too, so be careful of them.
Rogue tech priests, sir?
Right. Last information that I got about the planetary governor is said that he was losing grip on his, let's call it his reign here on the planet. Apparently there are some, like, underhivers and mid-hivers that have banded together inside of the main city on the planet, and they're, I don't know, forming some sort of cohesive unit in order to overthrow the upper hivers and in particular the planetary governor, and they're being aided by apparently rogue members of the Adaptus Mechanicus.
Thank you for this information.
You're welcome. Well, best of luck to you. The Emperor protects.
Yeah. I walk out the door.
The guardsman's like, "Hey, nice job. You're not dead. I heard shouting. I expected the worst."
I say thanks, pull the Eagle Ordinary off, and clip it onto his jacket and start walking.
Anyway, so yeah.
That was probably stupid, but it felt funny.
That's funny. You leave, waiting
I thought it was
outside.
great.
Yeah, waiting outside the, you know, the building, the headquarters, as it were, the only building that's not been shelled out, really, you know, is the woman who he called Lori. So,
Oh, God.
she's like, "So, heading back to your friends?"
Yeah, about that. They're not exactly my friends. You want me to
Good.
pass on a message?
Oh, no. Don't pass on a message. There will be a time when they will get the message.
So, to be fair, I went back looking for you to try and help
Look where
because
this
I know
is-
they're all crazy.
Help,
That's fine.
quote unquote.
When's your transport leaving?
7:30.
7:30? We've got some time. What are you doing?
Oh, God. I'm going to the armory. I need to resupply on some ammunition.
How strange. I was just headed there myself. I'll tag along.
Yeah.
So she heads
You
over
can
to...
help her purge the unclean.
Anyway, she heads over to the armory with you. She's like, "Boy, you know what would be great right now?
I am double checking to make sure this freaking comm link is off. Okay.
Is she about to say some blue jizz? Because that's all I hear coming out of her mouth.
It's not going to be blue this time.
Oh, who knows?
Yeah, maybe it stains."
Maybe it's daddy's. We don't know what the relationship is.
Maybe it's still mine.
Gross.
What
Gross.
Oh my word.
How's
What's
that
she-
willpower coming?
Willpower. What'd she say to me again?
She's
sorry.
like, "You know what would be great about now?
No. What?
A nice stress-relieving buck. You and me, right now. I don't really have a lot of time for foreplay. And, you know, there's going to be an attack here in probably like an hour or so.
Don't do it.
You know, we'll probably all die if the Tau don't, you know, enslave us and do whatever they, you know, do with the greater good shit. So, yeah.
You're gonna get Tau herpes.
How about a nice human roll?
Tau herpes.
The fucking microbeads off, you dicks.
This is me communicating at him telepathically.
You don't have a psi rating.
You get out of my domain.
Somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm probably just like in the deepest far reaches of the forest, hearing someone just screaming at me.
On the other hand, badong.
Yeah, I mean,
And
she's
Doesn't
got-
your weakness mean you pretty much have to? Like,
And
go for it, man.
we just created a bunch of new bullet holes in her recently, so
Oh my god. Frick. What do doses of stim do?
they relieve fatigue, and if you use them before you have fatigue, then it like makes you go like without needing sleep for like a while, and like you're jacked.
Oh.
We know where you're putting that.
Oh my god. Oh my word. Okay, Greg. Where are we at right now? What's around us? Are we just like
Well, you're
standing
at
in
the
middle of
armory.
nothing?
She's like, "What kind of bullets do you need?"
Man stopper. That's,
Alright,
that's
easy.
available option, right?
Yeah. So she gets you a couple clips of man-stopper rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, no charge. I'm well known here.
Do it.
I can
Go
see
for
that.
it.
Go for it.
I mean, Grendel accepts you for who you are.
I
Great,
love
you're
that
accepted by the psyker.
this comm beat is off right now.
Yeah.
This is secretly a Nike commercial.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can't imagine any way where this will not end badly.
Hard to say.
Hard to say, he says. Okay. Alright. I'll bite. Where do you want to go?
Oh, I've got my rack over here, so.
I can see that. Just obviously, you know, ha.
Funny.
Ha.
She's like, alright, you, not so much talking. More using your equipment. Let's do that. Alright, so she takes you back to her rack and, you know, she gives you a roll for like 20, 30 minutes. It's good. She's good at what she does. So I need you to make a willpower roll for me.
Okay.
Here comes the Tau herpes.
Why would it be willpower to resist Tau herpes? 53?
3.
Alright, so the whole time you're doing it with her, you're pretty much thinking, man, I'm like having indirect sex with blue people right now. And so you have a hard time getting that idea out of your head. So now make another willpower roll.
Oh god.
47 out of 32. And you know what? Yeah, you're okay with that. You're like, man, I bet Tau women are great lays too. That's the conclusion that you come to, and you gain 2 corruption.
Okay. Need to write that down.
10's where corruption gets bad.
Yeah, 10's where it gets bad.
8. Oh, I was writing down on this.
She's like, all right, thanks for the sex. By the way, I'm still gonna kill your friends if I see them. You can come back anytime, though. Anytime.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, good luck out there. I am gonna kill your friends.
Oh,
Jokes,
actually, it's 30 where things are bad for corruption.
Really, any
Joke.
10's place is still not good.
How is there a narrative
Joke's on
way
him.
that you can purge corruption?
Yep. You can self-flagellate. You meaning like hurt yourself, whip yourself, what have you. Intense prayer, cleansing sessions, cloistering yourself, stuff like that.
Oystering?
Yeah, basically you like wall yourself off from the rest of the world and spend it in either some sort of like trance-like
Meditation or
state
something.
that's
Meditation.
like meditation or drug-induced coma, what have you.
Okay.
So he turned off his audio on his, but he left the microphone on.
No, he
so
did
we heard
not.
the whole,
He turned off his microbead. He said it
But that'd
turned
be
it
great.
off. But yeah, make another agility roll as you try to stealth your way out of this place. You might want to re-roll that.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop that right there, and I'm gonna do this again because oh Lord. 40. Is that cocked?
Yeah,
Like stuck in the
leave it at
middle.
43. What's your agility? 40? Yeah, it's still easy. It's dark. So,
Okay.
all right, you make it. No problem. You get out of there. And eventually, Traxxon's microbead turns back on. And you gotta all hear him again. Once he's past the
turn it
tower
on as
line.
I exit that. Yeah.
So yeah, and he can make it the rest of the way. So discuss before the transport comes, unless you have nothing to say.
Oh, I'm already back at their thing.
Basically, this is you walking towards them. I mean, you can communicate in between. So yeah.
Yeah, I've sacked out.
Okay. His microbead was off for probably close to an hour. 45 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes. Probably 45 minutes. Because, yeah, he was busy for half an hour, so he turned it off before then.
Okay.
Sounds like it's time for an inquisition.
Oh my god.
I hate you a
I'm
lot.
Okay. I guess.
I mean, if no one has any
Sorry,
questions, then great. No worries.
You guys did hear
So
that
someone
the
smacked me awake.
transport's coming at 6:30, right?
Who is injured?
Good question. Sound off.
I am.
I am.
Okay. I'm going to use some power rolls.
Yeah. The state on the board didn't save again, but
God damn
I'm
it.
just
What the
assuming I
hell?
was at 9.
Okay. Stig gets 2 wounds back.
Huzzah.
Woo.
Of course, my good buddy Twitch. He gets 5.
Yes.
I saved the best for you.
I know. We're
I
gonna be best
nearly
friends
caused
soon.
heresy. Motherfuck me.
You get what, 2?
I get 2.
Yep, that'll happen.
Is anyone else wounded? The adept?
No, he's got 8. He's good.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Wait, do you have 8 total wounds?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's kind of weak as far as wounds go.
We need to get some goddamn armor.
Yeah, well, I mean, Traxxon's only got 10.
Yeah. And the only armor I've got is a flak vest. That's it. No arm or leg or nothing.
Man, you should have gone to the armory and asked for some fucking armor.
Yeah, right.
I mean, they
Well,
got plenty of dead guards, so I'm sure they've got plenty of armor.
That probably would have been intelligent.
Yeah.
Missed opportunities.
Oh well.
Well, let's see if there's an armory in the capital. Part of me thinks that we really should have gone to the other side and taken care of their funky problem before dealing with the governor, but
Well, I mean, you might get a chance.
Traxxon chose.
Anyway. So, you're waiting there in the Glen, and then eventually the transport ship comes just after dawn. The orange light filtering over the horizon is actually helpful to, hide the ship as it comes down. I mean, there's definitely Tau movement. They hear it come down, but they can't see it very clearly because it's, being hit by the sunlight, so it's just more orange on orange. So, yeah, there's a little bit of shooting at it on the way out, but it doesn't really get close. Like, the ship rocks back and forth a little bit. You can hear a smack here and there from the, errant, shell from a fire warrior's weapon, but nothing big enough to actually cause any real damage. So,
Is it the same pilot?
It's actually not the same pilot. Believe it or not, the 41st Millennium's full of billions of people, so this is not the same pilot. So he kind of looks into the back as you guys are back there. How's it going, boys? Where are we going? He seems pretty jovial.
Ooh.
The capital.
Capital,
Or as
huh?
close as possible.
Well, I can't get you all the way there, but I can get you to Port Fear. You can book a ship from there.
Where's Port Fear?
Yeah, Port Fear is on the coast. It's not far from... I'd say it's about 500 clicks west of here. It's on the peninsula that is surrounded by the ocean. Big port.
All right, plenty of ships there to book
Absolutely.
passage.
Plenty of shit.
No, hang on a minute. We were told you would take us all the way.
Well, tough shit there, Snowflake. I got other drops to make. You do notice there are big shipping containers in this vessel along with you.
So what you hauling?
Probably guns. I don't know. I don't ask.
Where's it booked? Where's it booked to?
Well, it's going to Port Fear. After that, I'm to return back to the ship in orbit.
We should be able to book passage.
Fair enough. You should keep your mouthy little adaptus administratum kid, put him on ice or something.
Really, I thought he was part of the Assassinarium.
I don't care where the fuck he's from. Nobody tells me where the goddamn my ship's going except for my commanders. Anyway, so he jets on ahead. If nobody has any problems, he makes it to Cape Fear in not much time. Or Cape Fear, Port Fear.
What's the port look like? Is it like a...
Yeah,
Sorry.
so if you don't have any other things on the ship, then he lands. It's a really big port. So think like
Naboo.
out west. What's the big port in Washington? It's the port of... I don't remember what's Portland.
In the ones, outside Seattle or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's humongous.
Yeah, it's freaking huge, but like even bigger than that. So there's bunches of people milling around. It's predominantly white folks that seem to have lived on this planet their entire lives. They're mostly agricultural people, but there are people from off planet here too. There's guard regiments, so there's lots of mixed race people and couples here now because this is a melting pot area on the planet. Most of the indigenous people on this planet are very, very white.
So I think all of your characters are white. My dude is like ebon skinned.
Yeah, I don't have...
Is what I rolled on him.
Yeah, I know. I don't have very many black skinned characters.
Yeah,
people don't model them, and I'm not going to do it, so... I don't know why.
Second episode in a row where we're slightly racist.
Well,
it's not my fault.
Slightly.
I don't know.
A lot of the people that play this game, it's a predominantly white man hobby.
It is. Games Workshop is a
possible
British company, so...
How long does the meditation last or whatever?
Meditation for what?
Like corruption points or whatever?
Quite a while. We're talking probably days per corruption point.
Is this what it takes in order to buy corruption with your XP?
Yeah. Takes time and XP.
So basically,
there are
none of this XP can be spent on corruption points here.
None of what XP?
Is this the point in time when we are spending our XP?
This is the point in time when you've spent your XP, you get the skills that you want, that you purchased last time.
But we can't spend any of this XP on corruption because we have to.
You can if you want to spend time here.
Okay.
Okay. You're not.
There's nothing saying that we have to get this all done super, super quick.
Right. You've already spent what 3-4 days on planet,
and we've already got one objective accomplished.
Because we're awesome.
Yeah. So
the fact that we accomplished 1 out of 3 means that we're better than half the adepts he's sent off.
Yeah. So if you want to spend time here, and you want to go to the the temple, you can totally get rid of some corruption that way.
It still costs XP though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brian, just so you know, I now have the paranoia trait.
Fun.
Which it tells me I might get a chance for you, or for detecting hidden things.
Sure. Paranoia is surprisingly good. When I read that, I'm like, who the hell would buy this? And then I read the description, I'm like, oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it also gives me a +2 to my initiative.
Yeah. It's good.
Also, he has good reason to be paranoid now.
Sure. Making friends.
He's a reasonably moderate person, apparently fucking surrounded by
psychos.
Hardcore
fanatics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Seems that way. All right. So, is anyone planning to get rid of some corruption?
I was.
Neg.
Okay. Well, Stig wants to.
Yeah, I don't have much.
Traxxon, if you want to, you can. Or you can just say screw it.
It's
Okay.
like 100 points for 1 corruption, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't do that. I do 100 for 2 because I think it's too,
Insane.
yeah, it's too steep.
What's the deal for insanity points then?
What's the what?
Insanity
Those
points.
require therapy.
Yeah. So essentially you could do that here too. Because there's a shrine to the Emperor here that you could, pray at, get rid of corruption. There's also a number of, health and human services that you could, get access to that would help either do, mind wipes on you as necessary. And not like an extensive overhaul like Grendel, but like little ones. And then there's, the conventional therapy too.
I guess simple for like 100 points worth of corruption, or actually, if it's 100 points for 1, can I do like 150 for 3? I mean,
It would technically be 50 for 1, because
yeah, that's what I meant, like 150 for 3 points, since 100 is 2 points.
that's fine with me.
Okay. Probably down to.
Can I try and make some money doing soothsaying?
Sure.
If they're taking a couple days.
Yeah. And then do you take a couple days too there, Stig?
Yep.
Okay. How much are you spending to get rid of your corruption?
I was planning on doing 300.
So you're getting rid of 6 corruption?
Yes.
Damn.
When I said 7, I actually meant 9.
Ah.
Oof.
That's, yeah, time to get rid of some of that.
So I am baseline successful at my soothsaying.
Cool. I'll come back to that in a second.
Okay.
Twitch, are you doing anything in your couple of days?
Apparently teaching myself how to hide and how to look for things and how to not die as much when I get shot and how to pull my gun out faster. And I am also
Spends a lot of time in front of the mirror.
yeah. So I guess I'll be researching my Inquisitor and whatever archives they have to try to find any information.
Interesting.
Well,
Fair enough.
I mean,
Alright.
the adept might be able to help you with research.
Maybe. So what are you doing at this point in time, Alan?
How much time do we have down?
Well, Andrew's getting rid of 6 corruption, so at least 6 days. You're going to be there most of a week, at least,
And it's 100 XP per corruption point.
per 2. So 50 XP per corruption point, if you want to think about it that way.
How exactly are corruption points negatively affecting me?
They're not right now because you have less than 10. For every like tens digit that you go past, you can't uncorrupt. So you couldn't go from like 10 to 9, for example. You would always be at 10, and it's a spiral towards, non-existence essentially, because the more corrupt you get, the more negatives you take to further corruption tests.
Malignancies are awesome. Or awful.
And by awesome, he means they'll probably get you killed, because people will be like, mutant!
Why do you have a third arm covered in claws?
Malignancies are terrible. Mutations are hilarious and mechanically beneficious, and then you die.
Yeah, you die.
All right, I'll follow suit. I'll burn 300 XP, get rid of my 6 corruption.
Okay.
Does that count towards your grand total?
It does not count
No.
towards XP spent on leveling up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I need to take that off.
It's
my
rough.
phone then.
I'm having second thoughts on that.
yeah.
How corrupt are you?
He's only got 6.
I'll spend 100 and get rid of 2.
Fair enough.
I was worried enough at 8 to drop down to 5, so.
You're also much more corrupt than mine.
Well, I'm pretty sure that corruption is gained in D5 increments, or at least most. Corruption that we've seen so far.
Corruption that we've seen so far. The small corruptions, I either use D2s or D5s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Depending on how, intense the, situation could potentially be. So, there you go. Now you've got a little bit of insight. There are huge issues, like, if you, really fuck the pooch and you're just like, fuck you, Imperial Creed, then, expect me to break out the D10s on the corruption scale. But, don't, as long as you're not, going totally nuts, then I really try to be fairly nice when it comes to corruption, because, yeah, it's pretty damning.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Steve trains, Andrew prays or does whatever he wants to do in order to get rid of corruption.
Pray to Armok.
Yes.
You do not pray to Armok.
That's their name for the Emperor on his planet.
Don't do this. And then what else do you spend your XP on besides the getting rid of corruption there, Ryan?
I haven't decided yet. I don't think I'm going to spend it.
Okay.
At
then,
700 total XP spent, I am in the next rank, right? I'm in Shadesman by now, after Celestial, which is the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking, making sure I'm not gaming the game.
Nope. And then, you did some soothsaying on the street there, Strobe.
Yep.
Okey-doke.
Oh, I gained tech use, dodge, wrangling, paranoia, and the minor psyker power, which is chameleon.
Many skills.
Chameleon. Alright, soothsaying. That's cocked. 33. Okie doke. And you're just trying to earn some extra throne guilt.
Yep.
Cool. And how much did you succeed by?
I got a baseline success, so 47 intelligence, I rolled a 44. Not the best soothsaying that's ever been, but...
Sure. There you go.
It's good enough.
Is common lore underworld like lower hives and stuff like that, or is that just like
I'm gonna go find a weapon shop.
Is common lore what?
underworld like hive related, or is it just like,
it can
black
be.
marketing things?
It's your general knowledge of how the seedier side of the Imperium operates.
Ah.
So when if you're like looking for information about like a hive gang or something like that, it could definitely help.
Okay.
If you want to know about illegal gun trades in the sector, you could probably roll that and find out too. So it has wide-reaching potential. Hop-a-dub-a-dub. Okay. The only other thing is that Grendel, as you are soothsaying, one of your last customers that you're gonna, read the bones or whatever you do for them, they sort of grab your hand at the end of it, and they're like, you're possessed by the spirit within. You're not just human. So beware. The gene stealers will want you. And she has like this, and she's got like this stringy, like ragged hair, and like her eyes are like somewhat cloudy.
Damn, I didn't take Peer the Insane this level.
Yeah.
I'd actually be able to speak to her like a normal human.
Yeah, damn it. So, and she's like clawing at you, like clawing at your hands and holding on tight. She's like, you're in danger.
Ah. Gene stealers, yes. I totally know what those are.
I'm about to lose my shit in this story arc.
None of us are around him, right?
No.
No.
Oh,
Thank you.
balls.
Thank you for the warning. And I'll roll the bones for her.
Okay, and you read her, and she's like, "It's not what I expected. It's not what I expected," and she goes running off into the street. And you really didn't read anything terrible for her, so
No, I told her like dog was,
yeah.
at her aunt's.
Anyway, so
Man, I got 200 thrown gelt. Can I go to the armor shop?
sure,
How much money did you get?
he got 200.
Jesus.
He was there for a week, and all he was doing was pedaling in the street.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, like, I had nothing else to do.
I guess my time was taken.
Wait,
up
are you
by
going to the
prayer,
armor
wasn't it?
shop?
Yeah, I am going to the armor shop.
Oh, thank God.
Anyone else going to the armor shop? Let's just make it a family outing.
Yeah, let's just
I'm not going to the armor shop. Why would I need to go to the armor shop?
Shut up.
We drag him.
He actually doesn't need to go to the armor shop. He's in Imperial Guard armor.
Oh, she's got it.
I
I am
start with
getting
the
a
best
flat-
fucking
I
armor we're
want
gonna
a
see
flak
for a
jacket.
while.
I've got no money, so I mean, I'll go to luck.
Can I go to the Steel Thing shop?
There is a open air bazaar that's sort of like the de facto market of the town. Anything that you could possibly want to buy would be there, and it would be more readily accessible than like an actual brick and mortar store to actually steal things from. So if you're looking to pilfer things, the bazaar is your best option.
I will do that.
Okay. So Strobe, does Grendel want to go to the actual armor shop, or does he want to do some bargain shopping?
He's gonna go to the real person armor shop first and see what they will charge him for a flak jacket and helmet.
Okie doke.
Because he'd like it to be fitted to him.
So yeah, well, there's your problem. Oh, what?
I mean, not
you
that
just
he
want a
cares
flak
if it
jacket and
smells like
helmet?
dead guy, but
Just a flak jacket and helmet. Let me look. What is?
look at those, 125 total.
You think?
But that's,
What's
pre
the,
any
what's the
adjustments.
rarity?
Average.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you're on an Agrod world. This is a big port, so yeah, probably just sell it to you at cost then. So
Okay.
125. Does anyone go to the regular store with him?
What would be sold at a regular store?
Well, he's at the regular armor shop, so
Oh.
it's an armor place.
And the scum is going to go off and acquire things or something?
Yeah, the scum is gonna go try and steal things from people. Of course.
Hate being broke. I don't think I even have anything valuable for trade either, do I? I'm gonna follow this gun, see what happens.
Okay. So you two wind up down in the bazaar. So think like, what would be a good example? Like Khartoum or I don't know, one of those other really big like Bangladesh, a place that's got it's hot and
Constantinople.
sweaty, and there's a lot of people, and there's a mix of different smells and scents going around in the air. People pushing and shoving to try to get the best deals. People shouting out from their stalls saying, "Come buy this or that or whatever." A lot of that going on. So this is just like the happy hunting grounds for thieves.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, what are you looking for?
Money and ammo,
Okay.
and my clothes stink pretty badly, so a new change of clothes. I want to look fly as fuck.
All right. Well.
Well, seriously, my starting clothes are low quality.
No,
I'm
hear
wearing
you.
like rags that barely stick to me.
All right. Well, your first. What was the first thing you said? You said you wanted to get
Money.
money. Well, you don't find much money laying around. You do find a store that's got a lot of ammo for sale, and it's within pretty easy reach. And when I say store, I obviously mean more like tent. And then when it comes to holy shit, they have like they have dope, amazing clothes, just like hanging out, totally unguarded, like just chilling off to the side, like in a number of stalls.
But I kind of want to take them off of someone that's already wearing them.
Whoa.
How are you gonna do that?
You're
gonna have to kill 'em.
Close up magic. No, I'll just snag the clothes off the line.
All right, so
And I'll grab something for Stig too. I
Fair
like
enough.
Stig.
okay, yeah.
I feel like
So-
we got a Han Solo Chewbacca thing going on here.
Sure. Because of who's Chewbacca? Anyway,
Yeah.
so because of the great roll, Steve has just the pimpest clothes you've ever seen. I mean, goddamn, he could walk onto a 70s disco show and just be
Your average rogue trader would go, damn.
Yeah, he'd be the cock of the walk.
Pushing
Nice.
be pimping.
Yeah. And the clothes that he found for Stig, they're pretty good too. I mean, they're not like totally aces. They're not damn near rogue trader, honorable family type clothes, but
I feel like they're probably like really nice, but they could have been nice for the right size person, but I was guessing his dimensions.
yeah. So they're
And,
like a
like-
little short.
Yeah, the pants don't go all the way down, but the shirt's a little bit large.
Is there like a bounty board anywhere?
Yeah. Absolutely. You can go check that out. Let me finish up with Steve and I'll hop over to you. Cool?
Sure. Sorry, I didn't mean to like interrupt.
No worries.
you.
And
I
then-
interrupt all the time, so don't worry.
Yeah, Steve's a dick. And what do you want to do about the ammo?
I want to. So I've got this spindly limbs trait.
Mhm.
So I want to be like looking like I'm shopping, but then they don't realize how long my arms are, and I'm just sort of knocking bullets into my bag.
So you like put a bag on the ground and then like you like reach over and like just brush a couple off the end of the table onto the ground, but
yeah,
into the bag instead.
Right, because they like think my arm ends much earlier than it does, but
Sure.
it
You're-
doesn't.
Your clothes fit perfectly though. Think about that. Who the fuck were they tailoring for?
I know. Some
Yeah.
sort of giantress or something. Because I
Sort of
imagine they're like.
Weird
fairly
spider
feminine.
breed.
I feel like they're fairly feminine clothes too,
Oh, probably. Like, yeah.
for sure. But I rock it.
You make it yours. The shop owner, who is sort of a portly, well-fed looking man, balding, he doesn't really notice at all. He's talking to another customer at the time. He's distracted, and yeah, you can brush a bunch of ammo into your bag. Now it's
I'll do
it's
that.
assorted ammo.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. I'll roll for some stuff. You got. You got 5 standard bullets that'll fit your gun. You got 7 man stopper rounds. You got 4. Hold on, I just had my ammo thing up. Dang it.
Think you're gonna be able to afford fully auto on your gun for very long here.
Yeah, I know.
Was he the one that was spraying through the forest that
It
one
is
time?
suppressing fire.
You got it.
It served a
If you-
purpose.
If you just get some money, you can buy 20 of these for $1.
I know.
Yeah. Shoot. Guys, what page do they keep ammo on? Oh, there it is.
Ammo.
It's a table. That's stupid.
142.
42. All right.
I think the last thing I want to do is go to like the Euro.
You get 68 shells for a shotgun.
68 shells. What the shit?
Apparently, you like push a couple of boxes into the bag. No one's looking.
Yeah.
Can he get man-stopper shells?
Yeah, you got 7.
I didn't know if they made that in
No,
the
they're
shotgun
just
ammo.
bullets. They're just bullets.
Man, I can afford one. I kind of want to get a hand cannon.
11. You get 11 Inferno shells.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said,
This is a successful robbery.
Yeah, you get 11 dum-dum bullets.
What are those?
Dum-dums?
They deal extra damage against anything that doesn't have armor.
Yeah.
But they're treated
Dum-dum
as
bullets
primitive against
add
armor.
2 to the weapon's damage. However, armor points count as double against them.
Ah, gotcha.
These are assassination
Mostly good for
bullets.
selling. Because they're expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, or if you see a part of someone's... what they're good is they're good for called shots. You look for a part of somebody that's not armored, and you shoot that part.
Gotcha.
I'm seriously considering buying a hand cannon. Just because having something with penetration for how few times I shoot somebody.
Alright, that's how many bullets you got.
And I think, lastly, I would like to go to a Euro shop and order a Euro. And while he's making my Euro, I just take the money out of the cash register slyly.
Good luck. I'll just reach around this register with my weird spider-like arms.
Just accept your sandwich. Leave him like 10 bullets.
Goddamn.
I'm going to take only some of it and then pay him with some of the money I stole from him.
Fucking
Then
Slender Man. Anyway, alright, well, let's go with Deceive in order to distract. There might even be a sleight of hand skill.
Yeah, I think I
use sleight of hand.
Yeah, let me look it up. I've got it.
I'm sure it's agility.
Yeah, it's just sleight of hand. Yeah, it's agility, which is actually would have been the same either way because I take the -5 on fellowship.
Right, because you're Voidborn.
I do it.
Yeah, and I rolled really badly, so yeah, you do it. You're glad handing him on one side of the cash register, like, here, look over here, while your other hand dips in and takes a bunch of cash. Alright, how many gelt did you make off with? 74.
What?
Damn.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm gonna rob him again.
He doesn't have any money anymore.
No, Steve, that's not how money works.
That's not how money works.
More
Oh
money
my
than you've ever
God.
seen in your life.
So what I'll do is I will then pay him with his money and then take my food and run, like not run, but like disappear to the crowd.
Leave him a good tip.
Alright.
Yeah, I'd leave him a good
I'm gonna
tip.
take two gelt back then.
Okay.
Yeah, darn, you only made off with 72 free gelt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I started with 8, I think. So.
Yeah. You're doing okay.
I started with 1.
Can I calm the rather well-performing scum at the moment?
Can you calm him?
Well, calm.
Oh, calm. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
you can talk to
We
him
can all
anytime.
talk to each other.
Any chance
I've been like singing to myself like the whole time, and I'm gonna
Stop
take
singing!
you, and I like these bullets too. These clothes look fabulous.
You look very pimping today, sir.
I do a little like disco move.
Any chance you could secure a needle rifle and ammo for me?
Jesus Christ.
Sir, you are a fantastic acquirer of goods.
Yeah. Okay. Well, dealing gun a bit different. I have a suddenly different
usually-
accent now. That's okay. Dealing gun a
No,
bit
people.
different.
Yeah, people usually have to pay to get their dick sucked like that.
Why don't you distract him, and I'll give him the old reach around.
Oh my god.
You said you wanted a needle rifle or a needle pistol?
Rifle.
Ah.
I thought he wanted that needle dick.
It's let's see, what's the rarity on that thing?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's gotta be. All right, let me look that up. I don't even know if it would be here on the planet. I think that's an exotic weapon.
Oh goddamn no!
No.
It is very rare.
Yeah, it's not going to be on Aggro World.
What
Could
would
it be in like an armory somewhere?
Nope.
They're kind of weird. They do rending damage, but they have no penetration.
Yeah.
then?
I kind of think of them as those stupid guns from Halo. The ones that fire
the
like
needler rifles
the needle
or pistols. Yeah,
pistols.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Needler. Yeah. I love those things. The reason I wanted it was the range is 180 meters.
Yeah, no, the range is really good. I'm looking at that. They're really good. It's just they're really rare.
Yeah.
Oh, where did we lug the holy assault cannon to?
Does what's his
Off that.
name still just have it on his back?
We carried that thing. We should probably lock it up somewhere.
Or sell it?
Oh, we
Oh
left
my
it.
God.
I think you
We
left
left
it.
it. Yeah,
Left
it would make
Yeah.
sense to have left it because that would
I
be
guess.
complete overkill at this point.
We did turn it into a shrine, however.
Yeah,
Put
we
it there in the middle of the
described some-
glen.
We put some scripture on it.
Praise
we
the
left it with
Emperor for
the,
assault cannons.
We left it with the pilot, and we wrote down its deeds.
Alter.
By the way, my throne gelt are fucking fancy as shit, by the way. You can zoom in on them.
Yeah, I'm
it
liking
tells exactly how many throne gelt they are. It's stamped right on them. They're fancy.
I'm a big fan of that.
What kind of things would be in this area, like rarity wise? Just kind of plentiful.
Probably
common stuff,
can't
or
expect much beyond scarce.
beyond scarce. Is rare past scarce?
Yes.
Okay, I figured.
I mean,
Well-
if you ask the
Heavy
Psyker
stubber.
real nice, he might be able to loan you things.
Oh shoot,
He wants you to like him.
biker.
Is this good enough? Do people
is this
like
good
me
enough?
yet?
I mean, I was considering getting him a fucking dirty hairy pistol. But so far, I have not shot anyone successfully.
Cold 45.
It's a really nice gun, the hand cannon.
Yeah, they're really
Yeah.
good.
Is he not using his right now?
User joined your channel.
Oh, he's
I don't know. Are you using yours right now?
That is though.
There's Tim Jim.
Yep, that actually was not something I would normally expect from Tim, but okay. I mean, it's not bad, but okay. Back to guns. I don't have the ability to use heavy class weapons, do I?
Well, what
Nope.
what do you have under your proficiencies? You have
He's got-
basic solid projectile.
Yeah.
Solid projectile,
Which means you can use
las.
anything below bolt.
Okay, even heavy class weapons?
Yes and no. Artillery's sort of a different animal.
What's a heavy stubber?
So basic weapons are like rifles and things of that nature. Then there's pistols and there's things of that nature. And then there's heavy weapon training. And then it would be what type of heavy weapon training.
Oh.
So, like, the heavy stubber is legitimately a squad support weapon.
Oh.
Spray
It might be a
spray.
bit much for an assassin.
I mean, you're gonna assassinate him.
With a heavy
I mean,
stubber.
you've actually got the basic weapon of a low grade assassin. Like the hunting rifle is the
Yeah.
hunting
Hunting rifles are pretty decent.
murder gun for you until we can get better guns.
Essentially, it's not like a pipe rifle. It's not shitty. It's like a Mosin Nagant or something like that.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was figuring. I was looking for either something with pin or just like flat more damage, but I'm probably eating up everybody's time. I don't mean to. Sorry.
Well,
It's
you're
alright. I mean, we'll
Part of what
probably
you're-
get
part of
you
what
on a
you do
boat
is
at the end of the
snipe.
session, and we'll call it there.
Okay.
So like the only other thing that's going to work is like a long lass.
Yeah.
I guess
Well,
I do
you
have
should-
last training, but
You should probably put just some man stoppers into your hunting rifle.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's what I would
considering
do.
I did kind of acquire those from the armory
Yes,
completely
you
legitimately.
acquired them.
Ill-gotten gains. Yeah.
But yeah, we really don't move up too much until we get access to bolt weapons and plasma weapons.
Yeah, that's
It'll
kind
be a
of what I'm
while.
noticing so far.
Yeah. See, heavy
I
stubber,
might-
it says class heavy. So he would need to train, like, heavy weapon training.
Yeah, which the only person who's going to get that is Stig. Anytime
Maybe.
soon.
I mean, I could take it, but I'm not taking it now. If
Yeah,
we
for you,
need it,
we need
then
to
I
get you
might
a fucking
take it later.
chain sword.
I don't think that. I mean, I'll have to check my stuff. I can take shock things.
A
I need at
flamer
least
is
one
only
more.
scarce.
I need at least one more rank up before I can do chain things. I'd have
Yeah.
to go find it.
Like,
I mean,
you're pretty effective at both melee and shooting,
yep.
which is what we need you for. And eventually, in a couple of ranks, I start getting like basic weapon training for
Anyway,
things, so
Yeah.
I can
talk
get
about
you
that
more
later.
in the shooting. But
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, yeah. If you want to talk about, like, party building and stuff like that, stuff that will help each other out, let's do that some other time. You know, we can do it after the session, but let's
yeah.
move through this. Alright, Alan, are you doing anything else?
Nope.
Okay. That was easy. And Steve, you're all good. Is everybody set? Stig?
Yeah, I got all my shit.
Cool.
I'm good.
Dick, do you change into your new pimpin' clothes?
I do.
Nice.
Oh, I pay for a
Obviously.
for a bath.
Sure.
That sounds like a waste of
Like
money.
I get like micro scrubbed.
Yeah. Pay for the bath. Nice. It's a nice bath. Alright.
Oh yeah, you get so scrubbed, like your entire outer layer is scrubbed off because germaphobe.
Yeah.
Yes, you get where I'm going.
Uh huh.
They
Oh,
spray you with lye.
I'm gonna
Anyway.
use a fate point too before we end the session to gain some wounds back.
Well, we're not
Can you
completely
do
done. We
that?
got to go down to. Yeah, you can.
I thought it was just you use it in response to.
I think you
taking
can spend a
damage.
fate point and you get 1d5 wounds
Oh.
back. Pretty sure.
And I
All the
use my
uses for your
power.
fate points should be right there next to you guys.
But then I have to read.
Yeah.
Wait, where?
See, right there. Last to the bottom. Instantly recover 1d5 wounds.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yep.
You're welcome. I didn't put those there for my own health. Read them.
I'm seeing how many times it takes of rolling my healer power before I do something awful.
I mean, I haven't used any of my fate points, and I probably won't. So I'll probably just burn them all to get my health back.
Sure. Well, let's go down to the wharf so you guys can book passage on a ship.
Sounds good.
This is why some of us brought money.
Okay, so you guys head down to the wharf after you all reconvene. Oh yeah, Steve, I need you to make a willpower roll for me.
This I can do. My willpower is quite a thing.
That's good. Probably why Steve's not the most corrupt character so far.
My willpower is actually really high for a feral worlder. Hasn't worked out for me.
48?
Yeah.
Alright.
I guess I can re-roll the test.
If you want to. It's currently failing.
Yeah, I'll re-roll the test.
Okay. Oh.
No! Alright.
Oh my word.
Do you get your fate point back?
Let's see.
What'd you have to roll?
I have to roll a 9.
Ah, almost.
No. Almost a 9.
Yeah. Stupid line. All right. Yeah. Doop-a-doo. Then Steve, because you stole, you gained 1 corruption point.
Oh, okay.
Worth it.
Yeah. Man, have you seen these duds? I feel like those naturally reduce corruption for me.
Yeah.
It turns out, guys, that Prince didn't die. He just moved to Warhammer 40k's universe.
Yeah. I know how to undress me. And then, yeah, you head down to the wharf. Now, when you're there are these, you know, the actual docks that these ships, and that's putting it lightly, are docked at. Don't think of them like cruise liner sized ships that ply the lanes between continents. These things are massive on a scale that is like almost unfathomable. Okay? These ships have to transport billions of tons of produce and other resources from place to place. So they're literally like probably 100 football fields long.
How much does a cabin cost to book?
Well, it depends on what kind of ship that you're trying to book passage on.
A good one.
What is comfortable passage where we eat pretty well?
Comfortable passage from here to the capital city would be about 70 thrones a person.
70?
Yeah, 70.
Well, it looks like Twitch and I are going first class.
Yeah, we are.
You could,
The fuck?
well, transportation is expensive. And
Alright,
then,
what's
It's
less
a
than
month's
awesome?
goddamn wages for people who are way better than us.
Wait, can I pickpocket people of their money as they're going to buy passage?
Buy their
Because
money,
apparently
just get
they're
their
the rich
tickets.
you can
fuckers.
certainly try. If you're caught, you
will-
might have to deal with the Arbites.
I don't know what that is, but I don't care.
They're the
So,
law. They're the cops.
I mean, I'm the law, so let's get on this.
Party takes 1 corruption point for stealing, going for it again right
You know,
after.
why not?
This is a goddamn... Okay, is this like...
Yes.
God damn, Steve.
Oh my god.
So, hold on. Like, as
Yeah,
a
I can't come close to
background...
matching that. They're just like, woo, people are being like loose with their wallets. They're just like, oh, money, oh no, I dropped it. And Steve's like, oh, here, I'll pick that up for you. And credit card's mine. Fuck off.
Basically, I just want enough money to buy us all the very best cabins.
Oh my god, Steve. Make another roll.
Okay.
So, as a so as a
a
background
lot of money.
thing here, like this is privately owned, like, shipping stuff here,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Think of them
Oh,
all
no.
as like
Do we have
rogue
any-
traders, but they're not, you know, amongst the stars. They're planet bound.
I love how he doesn't
We
even
have-
say anything, he just fate point. Just go for it.
do we have any sense of, like,
Got it.
like, we can
Oh my god.
expense this shit to our Inquisitor?
We won't need to.
I don't care. Like, can we expense this shit to our Inquisitor and then have a big pile of money left over?
Alright, what's,
seems
like,
like
what's
this is-
slightly less than pimp level?
This seems like the
Cost
sort of
us.
thing that we ought to be able to, like, get out of our people. Like, they couldn't give us transportation all the way to the capital.
In the
so-
grim darkness of the future, you pay your own way. There you go, Steve.
Okay, I would now like to exchange this for first class tickets, please.
Oh my god.
I want bitches.
350.
I want
This is
Food?
This is 350, so that'll cover all of you guys on comfortable accommodations.
Hey, that's good.
Okay.
Look,
So you can
comfortable
chip
is the
in more
best
if
that
you
any of
want
us
the
have ever
best.
experienced in our life.
Okay, I will then.
Oh
Do
my
that.
god.
You're
For
anteing in
me.
another 72 for yourself. All right, Steve has the best possible accommodations.
Everyone else has slightly less.
How much do I have to pay to get pimp level?
Another
It's like a
70.
stripper pole in his cabin.
Stripper
Yeah,
pole?
he
No,
can,
no, no.
He can hang out in his pimp place with his pimp chalice.
I want bitches. I want hot tub. I want food. I want booze.
Steve gets all that.
I will remain comfortable
I will remain comfortable.
with the other people. I will just I will pay for my own shower. I will pay an
Okey-doke.
extra 10 just to have one shower just to be mine.
I mean, they're comfortable cabins, so you do have a personal shower. I mean, think of them like interior staterooms on a cruise ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
As Traxxon comes to my room or comes
Steve
to
has like the goddamn like those big ass suites that would hang off like the sides of the cruise ship that are like glass all around, you know, so you can see all the other people and look down on them menacingly. Yeah. And
so
Steve's you know.
Traxxon starts to come on. I'm like, so retarded then, huh?
I'm pretty sure my comm link was muted during that conversation. Just say.
I thought it was on at that point. Okay. That's
I'm
okay.
pretty sure he turned it. Oh, you mean for the conversation with the
With the
whatchamacallit?
lady.
Oh, with the lady? Oh yeah,
Which
it was
I
it was
think,
off for
yeah.
the chick. It was on for the Lord Commissar.
Yeah. I think that.
All right,
Yeah, I think the
so
recording was
that's
something
going to
like
be it for tonight. Good job. You didn't get into combat. Well done.
Stig's glorious leadership continues.
It
My
only took
glorious.
You got
reign of
you
glorious
got
terror
100
continues.
for 100 for surviving the game. You got 100 for avoiding combat.
We got 100 for dope ass clothes and dope ass accommodations.
Did I get
Sorry.
anything for getting laid?
I don't give out XP for getting laid. The fuck sort of
We already went over this. You got towel herpes.
It's
So-
the best kind of experience.
He's gonna wake up with some sort of weird blue growth on him.
Can we spend this now, or do we have to wait till the next checkpoint?
As far as XP, you can spend it now.
Okay.
Oh, we're basically resting on a journey.
Excellent.
Anyway, so, yeah.
All right.
We're about to jump
so
into it. Spend everything you got.
update your character sheets, what have you, and I'm gonna quit broadcasting. So thanks to my dozen people that watch or whatever.